Welcome to Around the House with Eric G., your go-to source for everything home improvement. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or just looking to make your space shine, Eric G. is here to guide you through the latest tips, tricks, and trends. So grab your toolbox, put on your thinking cap, and let's get to work right here on Around the House with Eric G.
Welcome to the Around the House show, your trusted source for everything home improvement. I'm Eric G. Thanks for joining me today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays to all of you out there. This is our midweek update. It is Christmas Eve, and I'm sitting here talking to you guys to make sure we get you the right information before the holiday hits today, and hopefully just give you a big thank you for making 2025 our best year ever with the show, as far as having the biggest amount of listeners out there, viewers on our YouTube channel, all those different things. I appreciate every single one of you for being a part of this journey, and we are just getting started. We've got some great stuff coming up this next year, and it's going to be even better. Now, as we know, this year for me was, a lot of it outside of the show was an absolute dumpster fire for the first part of the year, and after I got my house sold, it just absolutely changed around, and life is funny like that when you can look back and say, wow, I had no idea that it was going to end this good. And so I had positivity today for sure. Thankfulness for everyone in my life right now in the holidays. It has been absolutely great. I will be maybe doing a midweek update next week. If you don't hear it, don't be surprised, only because I'm going to be heading out of town, heading to Southern California for a few days, see some friends, and hang out down there and take a little bit of time off. And that way I could be spending time down there and a little sunshine. We've been way rainy up here, and it's nice to get away and get a little sun, because my next opportunity will be down in Orlando, Florida for the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show, which I'll be covering down there. We've got some great events and things like that we'll be doing down there. So very excited for that. It's really going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. But on this Christmas Eve, I just wanted to give a quick message to you guys out there that have been tuning in the show. Let's see if we can do something a little different this year. Let's see if we can put up with the family. Let's see if we can spend a little time and maybe not get into that big political discussion that tears everything apart. Let's see if we can just put that aside for a couple days, because as I always say, that's not the time to be hammering those things out over the dinner table or around the Christmas tree. Let's just be thankful that those people in our lives, and even if they don't believe what you believe, they got that. So that's the thing. So let's see if we can put the battle swords down a little bit and spend some time over the holidays and treat it for what it is for everyone. The Christmas season, for many people, is one thing. For others, it's another thing. And this whole holidays is a time that, no matter what religion you are, is really about spending time with family and enjoying it. So let's see if we can work on that a little bit more and put the battle swords down a little bit and see what we can talk about that's bringing us together, instead of leaving both sides to tear us apart. And that's the thing. Maybe you'll be thankful if you can do it. Family's not always around forever, especially when you're talking parents, aunts, and uncles that are older than you. All of a sudden, you had no idea this could be the last one. And that'll always happen that way. So let's see if we can make sure and enjoy that time with them while we got it, and see if you can agree to disagree and move on to anything like that. There's not a lot on the product safety recalls that I'm seeing out there. Not a lot of stuff, your typical dressers and drawers and that kind of stuff, and child stuff. So really, if you've got a kid or an infant, taking a look over there at the cpsc.gov is a good one. Things that I see, though, that are some serious issues. Not a big one right now, but Blue Wave recalls their above ground pools due to a drowning hazard. The compression strap that surrounds the outside of the pool legs may create a foothold, allowing a child access to the pool. So that's not good, about 13,400, but it's not like many people are jumping in that this time of year. And another one is Serene Life. Obviously, the same people that are making that with the same issue. They only sold about 80 of those things, so that was not a big top seller for them. So that's a big one right there. And there are some Amazon power strips that look like they sold about 11,200 of them. They don't have any kind of an override system, so it could be a fire hazard there. That's a big one. And then Curry & Company recalls Electra chandeliers due to impact injury hazard. So those could come out. So that's not a big one, only 260 across the world on that one. So it's not really a big one to go with. And then there's some electric bikes and things like that, that ATVs, lots of kitchenware stuff, the usual suspects, as they say, with things not working, things not breaking, not working Trek recalls, electric bicycles due to a fall or crash hazard. So we got things like that out there. So be careful. If you want the full information on that, head over to cpsc.gov/recalls and you can find it there. Guys, this weekend on the show, we are doing a best of show. It's going to be a lot of fun for all the new people out there tuning in. And the reason why we're having to rewind back for all of you longtime listeners here, we are adding almost probably, I don't want to say 100, but we're landing a lot of new stations on the radio starting on January. And some of them are already coming on now. So this is really, when we go out to the show, I want to make sure and get the history of the show and set the stage for everybody. And then we have got some just absolute great guests coming up and some great topics for you, as well as make sure you tune in. YouTube, we're putting a lot of stuff up there. If you hear an interview on here many times, you'll see that commercial free from my point of view. I don't know what YouTube's going to put commercials in, but they control that. But really, we're putting all those things up on YouTube so you can see the facial expressions. You can see us talking back and forth, and you can see the discussion going on. So we keep posting those up about a week after the air, and you can check them over on YouTube. All right, everybody, make sure you follow us over to aroundthehouseonline.com, and we will see you on Saturday's show coming up. It's a great one, and it's really cool. I enjoyed putting that one together. I think you're going to enjoy it. And then we will go back to the brand new shows here starting in January. Start off running fast with some good content out there. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas from all of us here at the Around the House show. And spend some good time with the family and enjoy. That's exactly what I'm going to do here. And I hope you can do the same thing. And what am I going to do now? I got a bathroom to paint. So I want to get that thing knocked out today. So it's off the list. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week and see you next year on the Around the House show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Eric G. We'll see you next time.
Make sure to follow us on social media. Just head to aroundthehouseonline.com for all the links. Make sure you check out our new YouTube channel. Just type in at Around the House with Eric G and click subscribe and ring the bell for updates. We will see you next time.
Let's be lovers. We're all over the radio. Take my